everybody. Now, I'm sure you're just like most of us. At some point in your life, you've experienced a lapse of confidence. Well, Kristen Smith has brought her big sister, former WNBA player and confidence coach, Chantel Anderson, along with her today to help us build visible confidence with her new online course. Welcome back, ladies.
Thank you.
Yay. So, Kristen, I know how much you love your sister.
I'm fighting the urge to brag about her right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Totally brag about her. She is braggable.
Oh my God.
We're going to get into that in a minute.
Yeah, we will.
You've always said that you grew up with your own sort of confidence coach, and she really helps you through a time in your life with a certain job.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm the little sister, so Shan is 1.5 years older than me. And so every hurdle in my life, I've had my own, confidence coach. So I'm so excited for our viewers at home to get to experience what I've got to experience my whole life. But specifically, you mentioned my job.
Yeah.
The biggest hurdle, I think, recently has been me leaving my news career. I was a news anchor for 10 years. And once I walked away from news to spend more time with my son at home, I realized, I'm like, okay, who am I? Why do I have no confidence? Once I stepped behind that, away from that title that said I was important, I literally had an identity crisis.
Oh, boy.
And I'll never forget what Shan told me. Her name's Chantel. I call her Shan. So
I like it.
Well, you are Shan to us.
Yeah, so yeah, welcome to the family, Shan. But yeah, I'll never forget what you told me, Shan. You said, the skills that got you to where you are as a news anchor, you still have.
Right.
Confidence is who you are, not what you do.
Yeah.
And even though that's simple, and I needed that reminder to have a huge mind shift and propel me into the next phase of my career, which is here with you, fine.
So many people
And I feel
struggle
good.
with that. So many
Yeah.
women struggle with that.
I know. It's funny. I'm just sitting here thinking if I had, you have a confidence coach. My brother was my confidence coach, but it was different because he would tell me who I was and what I should be doing all the time.
Yes.
I just didn't relate to it as a confidence coach. But,
Yeah.
Joking aside, you actually needed a confidence coach at some point too.
Definitely. So I actually was extremely shy growing up and had a ton of confidence issues. I was bullied at school. I'm 6'6". So I
thought I was tall.
Yeah, I did not blend in at all, was bullied a ton. So that ends up with confidence issues.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, I had to get over it.
And a coach sent you to a public speaking?
Yeah, so when I got recruited to go to Vanderbilt University, I told our PR lady, Tammy, I was like, Tammy, I'm doing no interviews. Don't set me up on it. And she was like, yeah, about that.
She's like, you can score 30 points in a game.
Yeah.
You're doing the interview.
Yeah.
So my coach made me take a speaking class, and the first day I had my speech all written out, and I was so excited, but I was so nervous, and so I had it written out on the note cards, and I went and looked in that little window, and I saw everyone I was supposed to speak to, and I was like, no way. And I turned around, totally skipped the class. Yep.
Really?
Went right back to my dorm room, and the professor actually called my coach and was like, yeah, Chantel didn't show up today. So got
How
in
did you
trouble
get
for
over that, though? I mean, because the whole point was to get over it. You went there and you said, I'm not over it.
Yeah.
Peace.
Right. Well, the thing is, I never really got over my confidence in speaking for several years, actually. I mean, I built more confidence in basketball, and I think that's what a lot of us do, is we stay where we're comfortable, and we build confidence in that little tiny area without doing it anywhere else.
Well, you certainly did build confidence
Look
there.
at that.
because-
Lisa Leslie.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Lisa Leslie? No.
She's right there.
Yeah,
she is.
that's Lisa.
That's
Oh, I thought so.
Can we just underscore how much confidence you built on that court, because you were just admitted. You were the leading scorer in history
at Vanderbilt
University.
Wait, not just leading scorer for men or women in history. And you're going to be inducted into the Tennessee Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean,
But wait, then there's the twist in the road, because it was after you stepped down from basketball and said, I'm done, after playing professional, you went through another crisis.
Absolutely. And as Kristen alluded to earlier, we all have shifts in our lives. And so I went through a similar shift where I retired from basketball, and I had built all my confidence in that tiny area, that once I didn't have that anymore, I was like, oh no.
What do you do?
What else do I have to offer the world? Who am I? Where is my confidence going to come from? And so I really had to go through a process of soul searching and figuring out, okay, how do I build my confidence from the ground up, using my past experiences, but build my confidence in who I am and not just what I do.
Okay, so how did you do that? Because we can all say we want to do it, but when it comes down to doing it, it's a
Absolutely.
lot of work.
Yeah.
Right.
And it can be very scary.
It definitely can, and I think that's why we all have to get pushed off a ledge in order to do it.
Right.
But the thing that I did, I just lived very intentionally, and I asked a ton of questions. I'm very analytical, and so I kind of strategically break things down and just listen to myself, asked a ton of questions, and I came up with 7 steps that I did to build that confidence in me and me alone, independent of my job, my career, my looks, my titles, my relationships, my anything. And so that's what I'm excited to share with people now is like, I can help make that journey easier and quicker for people.
So you developed an 8-week online class that you say will get anyone who may be afraid of themselves or afraid of their shadow for that matter.
Technically, just to be straight on this, I don't even have to get out of my jammers, and I can take this at home and be honestly, I don't
And
have
feel
to.
confident.
I can stay at home and do it. Yeah.
That is the best part of an online course is that you can do it in the comfort of your own home and be able to build confidence that way.
So what does it entail?
So it entails we go through this 8-week online course. You get a lesson every week. Our first lesson is overcoming fear. So it's actually called Chase Fear and Beat It Up.
I like that.
The technical term.
You know.
Good, yeah.
That's the first lesson. But we have a lesson every week. You get about 30 to 45 minutes of video content taking you through actionable steps that you can do to build your confidence.
Like, give us an example. Like, give me an example.
So an example, oh my gosh, this is a perfect example about a fear resume. So I talk about building your fear resume. I just added something to my fear resume yesterday,
She went
actually.
skydiving. I didn't want her to go, and she went. I was so mad.
But a fear resume is just anytime you're afraid to do something, you do it and it goes well. You put that on your fear resume. So that way, the next time you're afraid, you can use your fear resume to distract you from your fears to your successes.
Okay.
That's great.
So if it didn't go well, there's no need for a resume in that case.
Right.
You don't put that on your fear resume.
Okay, I'm just saying. So with all that said, we have a family here of people who are confident in many things and probably have insecurities in others. Orly, I'm looking right at you.
Yeah, you are. I feel it.
Does it make you feel insecure?
It makes me feel so insecure. Yeah, you know, when I was at E, when I worked at E Network, and I remember covering Fashion Week for E, and it was like the dream of a lifetime. I was in the tents, I had a pass, I got to walk by everyone and like go in, like I had a purpose to be there. And I felt like such a fraud. I was just like, my thing is relatable and attainable, and I'll show you how to DIY it. And there I was needing to speak on and analyze these fashion shows being put on by people I idolized, and I needed to pretend like I knew everything, and I felt really like a fraud. I really did. I felt like I didn't belong there. Everyone was gonna find out.
So what'd you do?
You
did a great job.
Fake it till you make it. Right. I put on the.
Great job at that.
We were working at E at the same time, and so yeah, and it's an overwhelming place because everyone is so kind of sparkly and on it, and I really just did fake it till I made it. I put on the coolest outfits I could find every day, and I was like, what? This is totally normal in me all the time.
There's me though looking at you saying, wow, she's got it all together. I wish I could be like
Oh my
her.
God,
So
I
it's
faked
like, you know, sometimes it's all built up in your head, these confidence issues. Like it's not what other people are seeing. I saw you as like this, oh my gosh, fashion icon, and you look so good and put together. I wish I could be like her. So it's so interesting.
Yeah.
how you
And
look
people at
things.
home looked at both of you and thought the same thing. And now the secret's out, ladies.
Yeah. Chantel, what's the last word with this?
Yeah, you know, confidence is one of those things, just like you said. We all have confidence issues. We all have fears, insecurities, but we also all have dreams. And so what I want people to know is that confidence is a skill, that you can build it, but you have it all in yourself, and you just have to get out of your own way.
That's
You were
wonderful.
awesome. We love you, Chantel. You guys come visit our website for more information and sign up for the Visible Confidence course before January 1st. Home and Family viewers are getting a 15% discount with the code Home and Family. You can get more information at the social media addresses below on your screen.
And who else is ever going to wear number 21?
Nobody!
They retired it because of you. We're coming back, and Allie, you're up.
Yes, I'm going to show you guys how to wear really cute pieces for New Year's Eve for less. On a budget. I'll show you.
And you're going to be really confident doing it.